Hi, welcome to this week's episode of Matador Express, and I'm Brandon Soliz, sports editor for the Daily Toreador.
I'm David Gay, I'm the La Vida editor for the Daily Toreador.
Get things started off with a new season beginning. Men's basketball.
Yes.
They have an exhibition game on Friday, November 4th, the day before the Texas game at the Jones, but just an exhibition game, but then they start the regular season off November 11th, so that's going to be exciting.
Well, this is practice. I think this exhibition is still important because this is the first time we get to see the new coach in action and some of the new players in action, which is going to be interesting to see how they all interact on the court in front of the fans for the first time.
Yeah, they'll be playing Missouri Western State. In addition to free admission, there's a cool perk to this one. Fans will receive a voucher to exchange for two free tickets to any November or December non-conference home game. So that's pretty awesome right there. You go to the game, you get a free voucher for two non-conference games of your choice.
There's some good non-conference games this year too,
yeah,
like LSU. LSU's coming to town, so that'll be a good one too.
So that's a good perk. That it also brings fans out to see this new team, like you said. So that's exciting. And then switching over to women's basketball, they begin on November 6th, that Sunday, against Midwestern State, and the Houston game on December 7th will be free to the public, like the Midwestern State. So that's going to be very
and that exhibition game as well is very important as well, like I said with the men, is because there's some new players on this team that will, I hope, make this team more successful than it was last year.
And one perk to their new faces on the court is they have been in the tech system. They were just redshirted, so they didn't perform last year, transfer rules and stuff like that. So that they're finally be able to see some action, on the court in front of the home crowd.
They're supposed to be very good as well.
Yeah,
so I'm very excited to see how they interact with the people who've been on the court for a year, like Japrice, and I'm just excited to see them all interact.
Yeah, it's going to be fun for these two basketball programs. So moving on to some recaps from the weekend, cross country here at the Rawls Golf Course. For the men's team, senior Bernard Keeter and junior Miguel Bautista had a wonderful performance going 1 and 2. And then Jocelyn Caro placing 10th, but placing ahead of all the other Lady Raiders.
And that's pretty good. I'm really not surprised by these placings because what I went to availability the Friday before, and they were talking about how they were used to the course, how they were used to practicing on this course. So they were expecting to place high and place where they did. So I'm glad to see where they placed, but I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, definitely. Just like the men's team, they'll be in action November 11th on Veterans Day against. It looks like they're going to Utah for the NCAA Mountain Regionals. So that's going to be interesting in the mountains over there in Logan, Utah. And they'll be participating in the Stephen Donner Reader cross country course there. So good luck to them in their adventures ahead in the season.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Moving on to the pitch, man.
Yeah.
Crazy game. Freshman Jade King for the Texas Tech soccer team got the final goal in double overtime against number 24 Oklahoma.
Crazy.
To punch their ticket to Big 12 championship tournament play. So props to her. She got Big 12 Freshman of the Week for the goal. I'm assuming for the goal. She did have a great game too, but that goal played a very big factor, and they'll be taking on number 1 West Virginia.
Yeah, but they lost the last game to West Virginia 1-0, but it was a very close game.
Very close.
So I'm expecting to see a very competitive front there, to see a very close game. Whether it's I think it's going to be by 1 goal. It's going to be decided by 1 goal.
And they'll be going off in the morning at 11:30 on Wednesday. And they'll be in the quarterfinal round for that one. And, number 1 seed, number 8 seed. We've seen things happen in situations like that. So hopefully they can get that in. It'd be a huge win for this team because they're young. They're going to see postseason play. They are seeing postseason play in the Big 12. And hopefully they can move on to the NCAA tournament.
And we won the conference last year.
Yeah, last year. So it was a drop-off year. It was. But moving forward.
We have potential.
We have a lot of potential. So that's going to be fun. Staying here, volleyball. Not 13 games, not going our way this season, but they'll be in action. They'll be in action Wednesday here at home. Blackout game, which is very interesting. I love it. Blackout the United Supermarkets Arena, and then there'll be an autograph session afterwards with the team, so you can go out, check them out. They'll be playing Baylor. So it should be a good one, 6 p.m., and it will be on Fox Sports Southwest Plus on TV if you can't make it to the game. Baylor defeated the Red Raiders earlier this season 3-0 in Waco. So maybe the home crowd behind them, and they've been playing well these past 2 games. They just haven't, haven't gotten there.
When I saw Tech play against Texas, I was very surprised.
Texas top five Texas.
I was very surprised to see their performance there. I just hope they bring the same energy that I saw against Texas.
Yeah, definitely 3-2 going to the fifth set. That was I was there at that game. I thought they were going to pull it off, but Texas ended up pulling away towards the end. So hopefully they can turn things around for volleyball, get a win, conference play. Let's go, ladies, let's go.
Yeah.
So be there to support them. They'll be home Friday as well against Iowa State. Going on to football.
Oh my goodness.
Football.
I was completely shocked at the TCU game.
Same.
I had the pleasure of being there, and it was the Texas Tech fans there. It was electric.
Yeah,
it was very electric. And
Malik Jenkins actually said today at availability that having the Tech fans there was just huge, and hearing the Raider Power chant just made them want to win it even more. Yeah. So I'd imagine you being there. That's pretty cool experience there. And big win, overtime win.
Huge
Hatfield got some good momentum behind him after. I thought he was kind of struggling, especially struggling. So good to see him connect on that field goal. But then this week they take on rival Texas.
Yeah, it's a huge game
at the Jones.
Last home game. A lot of people are going to be there. A lot of energy is going to be there. I'm expecting a close game there. Okay. Mahomes or Shimanek, whoever plays in the game has to be successful. Offense has to be successful. The defense has to continue their success from last week.
Good performance last week from them. Under 30 points given up.
That's impressive.
Very impressive. So, moving forward, I hope to see them stop the run game, because Texas is going to go to the run game for this one.
They will.
Deontay Foreman's not a man to mess around with.
Nope.
And Chris Warren's not either. So they'll be I expect them to run the ball well, but hopefully our defense step up and make the tackles and game tackle like Cliff said needs to happen. And then he also addressed something very interesting in the week, if you didn't hear. Brecken Hager, defensive end for Texas, made the comment about Mahomes, saying that the team wants to go out there and injure that quarterback.
It's unacceptable. It really is. It's unprofessional, unacceptable.
And he made an apology later, as well as Charlie Strong and Texas Athletics in general made an apology. But once something like that said, sparks a fire. So
I'm thinking that the student section is going to take that to heart on Saturday, and they're going to get they're going to use that as momentum to cheer on the Red Raiders in whatever way they choose to.
Yeah. So hopefully, like Cliff said, we'll see. You have to tune in on Saturday to see if that comment is really what it is. So. That's gonna be interesting to see. This game's gonna be interesting overall. Rival Texas. It's gonna be lit.
Oh, I hope so.
So sold out games. So students get there early and check out the recap on www.dailytoreador.com, and then pick up the print edition on Monday to see that recap. All these other recaps will be in there. Just Texas Tech sports in general. So thanks for tuning in this week. And once again, I'm Brandon Soliz.
I'm David Gay.
Thanks for watching.